It's the Wrestling Trivia Challenge, the ultimate quiz for wrestling fans. And now here's your host, Eric Ames.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wrestling Trivia Challenge, the ultimate quiz for wrestling fans. I am your host, Eric. Hopefully you all enjoyed episode 1. We are back again with new categories, new questions, new prizes, and of course, 2 new challengers. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and bring them in right now. Okay, introducing first, his first show he ever attended was in the late 80s, featuring the Ultimate Warrior in Portland, Maine. Please welcome Josh to the show. Josh, thanks for being here.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone out there. Josh, hopefully you are ready to go. And of course, you are not playing with yourself tonight, hopefully not on camera here on the show. Your opponent this evening, he first attended a show, his only show was a Raw after SummerSlam featuring a big F5 to Braun Strowman from Brock Lesnar. Please welcome Kenny to the show. Kenny, thanks for being here.
Good to see you.
I appreciate you guys taking some time out tonight. Hopefully you are ready to play the game. Before we get into that, I'm sure you're curious what you are playing for here. So let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's prize.
Today our challengers are playing for a blaster box of 2023 Panini Prism WWE collectible trading cards.
All right, that is the prize on the line. Of course, there are rules to this game, so let's take a look at those.
Each Wrestling Trivia Challenge match is 2 out of 3 falls. The first 2 falls start with a lockup. Winner gets a point and first choice of category, where there are 3 categories of 4 questions each. Correct answers worth 1 point. Answer incorrectly and your opponent can reverse and score the point for themselves with a correct answer. There is also 1 double down hidden per fall. That is worth 2 points if you can find it. If a fall ends in a tie, then simply it is a draw and a fall is added to each challenger's match total. The third and final fall is our finisher. That's 1 question worth 10 points towards the total score for the game. If a challenger reaches 2 falls before the third fall, that turns into a solo bonus round for a bonus prize.
All right, guys, that's how the game is played, so let's ring that bell and hit the first fall. And here is your opening lockup. Closest to the actual number without going over gets the first point, and we'll get to pick the first category here in the first fall. Here is your question.
Throughout the history of TNA Impact Wrestling, perhaps its most exciting innovation was the Ultimate X match. As of April 2023, how many Ultimate X matches have there been in TNA Impact history?
And whoever has an answer first, we'll go to Josh. Josh says 7.
Sammy says 7.
Josh says 7 with the help of Sammy Guevara, and off to Kenny.
Yeah, my gut says about like 11, honestly.
So the actual number is 48. Kenny, you get the first point on the board. That means you take a 1-0 lead, and you will get to pick the first category. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first 3 categories here in the first fall.
We have first and last, basically the wrestling equivalent of Wheel of Fortune's before and after using wrestler names. Next category is the enforcer Arn Anderson, questions about the career of Double A. And then the last category is the King of the Ring.
Okay, Kenny, those are the categories. Where would you like to begin?
Let's do first and last.
First and last, here is the first question.
The names are Ezekiel Riker.
Oh, I'm going to say Ezekiel Jackson.
That is correct. It was Ezekiel Jackson / Jackson Riker. That is another point for you. You are up 2-0. We will head over to Josh for the next category choice.
Let's do King of the Ring, please.
King of the Ring, first question off the board.
In 1997, this superstar decided that after winning they wouldn't wear the crown, but instead smashed it over Mankind's head.
King Mabel.
No, I'm sorry, it was not King Mabel. Kenny, here's your chance for a reversal with a correct answer.
I'm going to say Steve Austin.
Oh, so close. You were 1 year off. The correct answer was Hunter Hearst Helmsley was the 1997 King of the Ring. So we will head over to Kenny to pick the next category.
Let's do first and last again.
Back over to first and last.
The game broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Here is question 2.
The names are Rhett O'Neal.
Titus?
That is correct. It was Rhett Titus of Ring of Honor and Titus O'Neal of WWE. Kenny getting out to a commanding lead. I mixed those two words together there. Up 3-0 here, Josh. There's still plenty of time to come back here in the first fall, so we'll head to you for the next category.
Let's just do King of the Ring again, please.
Back to King of the Ring. Second question here.
Austin 316 was born at the 1996 King of the Ring, but was put in jeopardy earlier in the night after Austin suffered a badly busted lip at the hands of who?
I'm going to go with Savio Vega.
No, I'm sorry, it was not Savio Vega. Kenny, back over to you for another shot at a reversal.
Oh, God. Totally taking a shot in the dark. I'm going to say Jericho.
I'm sorry, it was not Chris Jericho. The correct answer was the Wild Man, Mark Marrow, who busted open Steve Austin's bottom lip following a tope suicida, I guess you would say these days. He went to the hospital, got stitched up, and returned to win the whole thing. So, Kenny, speaking of winning the whole thing, you're off to a good start here. Let's head back over to you for another category.
We'll do first and last again. Why not?
First and last, third question here.
Here are your next two names, Tony De Niro.
Oh. It's a little hard. I'm going to say Atlas.
No, I'm sorry, it was not Atlas. We will head over to Josh for a chance to steal. Reverse here. D'Angelo is correct. Tony D'Angelo from NXT. And D'Angelo De Niro, also known as Elijah Burke, in his WWE days. So Josh is on the board. It is 3-1. And you get to pick the next category, Josh, to keep trying to catch up here.
Let's try out Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson, first question off the board.
Arn will always be remembered for his WCW days, but his 1989 WWF run was also successful, including a tag title reign. Who did the Brainbusters beat for their only WWF Tag Team Championship?
I'm going to have to say the Hart Foundation.
That's a good guess, but it was not the Hart Foundation. They eventually lost those titles to the Hart Foundation, I believe. Thankfully, that's not a question, and I'm not a challenger, so no fact-checking there. But we will head over to Kenny for a chance to steal here.
Okay, so I wasn't alive in 1989. So, gonna have to... Oh, God. I'm, again, taking a shot in the dark. Probably wrong. We're gonna say Demolition.
That is correct. It was Demolition. The Brainbusters defeated Demolition to break what at the time was the longest reigning tag team championship reign. Oh, double entendre. Longest tag team championship reign in WWF history. What a great shot in the dark there. Kenny gets another point on the board and goes up 4-1. And now you get to pick the next category.
All right. Yeah, give me first and last again.
First and last, that category will now be off the board following this question.
The final two names are Brian Daniels.
Christopher.
That is correct. Kenny cleans house basically in the first and last category. Takes a commanding lead here in the first fall with a 5-1 score. Josh, you've still got time to catch up here with a number of questions left and 2 categories. So where would you like to go next?
Let's do King of the Ring again.
Back over to King of the Ring, third question from that category.
Following a 5-year absence, King of the Ring returned in 2015 as a special on the WWE Network. Who was the 2015 King of the Ring?
Roman Reigns.
I'm sorry, it was not Roman Reigns. Kenny, another chance here to reverse with a correct answer.
Believe it was Wade Barrett.
It was Bad News Barrett. That is correct.
Yes.
Kenny is becoming Kenny Omega here, the cleaner and cleaning house.
The
So we
cleaner.
will head back over to today's cleaner for the next category.
Oh, sheesh. All right, King of the Ring.
All right, last one for King of the Ring.
While the King of the Ring was not televised until the inaugural 1993 pay-per-view, which WWE Hall of Famer was the first to bring the King of the Ring winner gimmick to television in 1986?
I guess Hulk Hogan?
No, it was not Hulk Hogan. All right, Josh, here is a shot to get on the board and catch up a little bit with a double down still left to go here as well.
All right, I'm going to take another shot in the dark here. I'm going to say King Haku.
No, kind of close there. It was King Harley Race was the
Okay.
first one to take the
Not
gimmick
guess that.
of winning the King of the Ring to television. So that leaves only the Arn Anderson category.
Both men going down.
While he's not really a relative, Arn's resemblance to Ole led them to reform this tag team in 1984, without Gene.
I have a pass, I guess. I have no idea.
All right, that is a pass. Chance to put 2 more points in the column for yourself here, Kenny.
Oh, God. Lex Luger?
Nope, so the team name we were looking for was the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. That was the team name of Ole and Gene Anderson. When Gene left, Arn was substituted in as another member of the Anderson family. So we will head back over to Kenny. We've got 2 more questions left in the Arn Anderson category.
Obviously most known as a horseman, the Enforcer was also a part of another faction in 1991 after he decided to tag up with Bobby Eaton.
Or with Bobby Eaton? Yeah, you know what? You're gonna have to pass on that one. I couldn't tell you.
All right, that's a hard pass. Over to Josh.
A hard pass.
I'm going to go with the New Midnight Express.
No, that is not correct. The name of that faction was the Dangerous Alliance, headlined by Paul E. Dangerously, also known as Paul Heyman. So let's finish out that Arn Anderson category. Back over to Josh for the last question here.
The Enforcer was forced to retire due to injury in 1997, making an emotional speech on WCW Monday Nitro that saw him offer up his spot in the Four Horsemen to this man.
Dean Malenko.
No, it was not Dean Malenko. He would join the Horsemen later on. Kenny, want to clean it out here with a correct answer?
Gonna try Ric Flair?
It was not Ric Flair. The correct answer, you guys might remember it for the NWO spoof, but that was Kurt Hennig, who was a category in episode 1. So that is it for the first fall. And Kenny, once again, retains his cleaner nickname, taking the win there. But there is still time for Josh to bring it on back when we return here for the second fall here on Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
Hey guys, it's Eric. Hopefully you're enjoying the Wrestling Trivia Challenge. But while you're here, make sure you check out all the other great content I have to offer on the channel. I like to do trading card box openings, reactions of music with mom or on my own, as well as game stream highlights. You can watch me make a fool of myself here on Headlocks and Hot Packs. But for now, let's get back to the Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
All right, we're not going to waste any time. Kenny is up 1 fall to 0, but Josh has plenty of time, like I said, to return with some wins here. So let's go ahead and ring that bell for the second fall and get into our opening lockup.
It's pretty inarguable that Mark and Jay Briscoe are the most dominant team in Ring of Honor history. How many combined days did they spend as ROH Tag Team Champions?
I'm gonna say 600.
600. Josh, over to you.
I'm going to say 300.
300. The correct answer is 1,485. Kenny gets the first point here in the second fall, and we'll get to pick from these new categories.
First we have the territories, questions all about those territories. that have been put in the past now. Next we have Name That Team. I'll give you the name of 2 tag team members. You give me the tag team name. And then lastly, January 4th, 2010, the night that TNA Impact Wrestling first went head-to-head with Raw on Monday nights.
All right, Kenny's got the first point. He took the opening lock up there, so you get the first choice of categories here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the odd one. Let's do 1/4/2010. Why not?
All right, January 4th, 2010. Here is your first question.
It was the signing of this iconic 6-time WWE champion and 2005 WWE Hall of Fame inductee that even compelled TNA to move their weekly show from Thursdays to Mondays.
Okay. I'm gonna say Mick Foley.
No, it was not Mick Foley. Chance for you to tie it up here early in the second fall, Josh.
I'm going to go... What year was the Hall of Fame induction?
2005.
I'm going to go with Ric Flair.
No, it was not Ric Flair. He was inducted in 08. The answer we were looking for was Hulk Hogan, brother, was the big signing that compelled them to move to Mondays. But chance to come back here and tie it up anyways, as you get to pick the next category, Josh.
Let's do tag teams.
Let's go to Name That Team.
Here are the members. Again, you gave me the tag team name. It is Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Oh, Jesus. Pass.
We are passing over to Kenny. You can go up 2-0 with a reversal here.
Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Pass. But I feel like as soon as you say it, I'll be like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Pass.
Double passes there. The name of their team was the Men of the Year from AEW.
Mm-hmm.
We've not forgotten it.
All right, back over to Kenny for the next category.
You know what? Give me 1/4/2010 again. Let's do it.
January 4th, 2010, second question.
TNA Impact would kick off the head-to-head battle against Raw with an 8-man Steel Asylum match that saw the return of this former WWE superstar following its conclusion.
Kurt Angle?
No, it was not Kurt Angle. Over to Josh for a chance at a reversal.
Was it Scott Steiner?
It was not Scott Steiner, I'm sorry. The correct answer there was Jeff Hardy made his return at the end of that match. All right, over to... Where do we go? Over to Josh now for a shot at getting on the board here. It's still only 1-0 in the second fall.
I want to try and name that tag team again.
Name that tag team. Here is the second question.
Here are your next team members, Josh. We have Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston.
Air Boom?
That is correct. It was Air Boom, of course. They would go on to win the World Tag Team Championships. Good job there, Josh. You have tied it up here in the second fall. We head over to Kenny, see if you can take that lead back with the next category pick.
All right. Give me tag teams.
Name that team. Here's the third one from that category.
Here are the next team members. We have Perry Saturn and John Cronus.
I don't know who those people are, pass.
We will head over to Josh. You can take the lead here in the second fall.
Yeah, I pass.
They were from ECW, and they were known as the Eliminators. That was the name of the team. That is okay. You didn't get that one, Josh, because here's your chance again to take the lead. You get the next category.
Let's do name that tag team.
Name that team. Final one from that category here.
The final two names are Sean Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo.
I pass.
Pass over to Kenny. Chance at a reversal here.
I could be totally wrong. Deuce and Domino?
No, that was not Deuce and Domino. They were a tag team in late WCW known as The Perfect Event. when Sean
Definitely
Stasiak
wrong.
was doing a Mr. Perfect kind of ripoff character. So that is the end of Name That Team. Head over to Kenny for the next category. We've got 2 more categories here.
Let's do territories.
The territories, first one off the board.
In 1977, Jerry Jarrett broke away from Nick Goulas to form his own promotion in the Memphis area with Jerry Lawler as his top star. What was the name of the territory?
NWA?
No, they were part of the NWA for a period in time, but that is not correct. We will head over to Josh. Can you name that territory?
Is that Memphis South Wrestling?
No, it was not Memphis South Wrestling. The name of the territory was the Continental Wrestling Association, the CWA. Back to you, Josh. You get the next category here. You can stay in territories or move back on over to January 4th.
No, let's do territories again.
Territories, second question.
Jack and Jerry Briscoe sold their stock in this territory in 1984 to Vince McMahon, which included their TV time slot on Ted Turner's WTBS.
Was it the AWA?
No, it was not the AWA. Chance to take the lead here, Kenny.
Oh, wow. Definitely don't know this one. So pass.
All right, we are passing there. Southeastern Territory. That was Georgia Championship Wrestling. Black Saturday was when the WWF took over that time slot on TBS. And it's very weird to go back and watch to this day. But we will head back over to Kenny. We're still tied here in the second fall.
You know what? Give me territories. Let's stick with it.
Territories you shall get. Here is the third question.
This territory, run by Bill Watts primarily in the Louisiana area, had been known as Mid-South before rebranding under this name in 1986.
I'm probably wrong, but I'll say it again. NWA?
No, it was not the
Definitely
NWA.
wrong.
Here's a chance at a big reversal, Josh, for 2 points.
Because I was wrong last time with it. I'm going to say the AWA.
No, that was not the AWA. The correct answer was the Universal Wrestling Federation, the UWF, which was then sold to Jim Crockett Promotions, leading to some people's favorite wrestler of all time, Sting, showing up in WCW. So we still got more categories to go here. Head over back to Josh. Somebody's got to take the lead here in the second fall.
All right, give me territories for the last one.
Last one in territories.
Known for running big-time wrestling, most notably in the Detroit area until the 1980s, this wrestler promoter is the uncle of ECW original Sabu.
Not a clue, Eric. Pass.
All right, Kenny, a chance to take the lead here.
Literally, I have no clue, so I'm gonna probably say a wrong answer. What's OVW?
No, so we were looking for the name of the wrestler promoter. He is Sabu's uncle, and he's a member of the Hall of Fame, inducted by Sabu and Rob Van Dam. He is the Sheik, was the correct answer.
Oh,
Ed Farhat. So
The
we've
original
got
Sheik.
the original Sheik, yes, sir. So we've got one category left, and we are still tied here, remarkably, in the second fall. So we will go back over to Kenny for the next question from January 4th.
The WWE wasn't going to let TNA oppose them without countering, as this night featured the return of this WWE Hall of Famer on Raw for the first time since 1997.
yep. That's rough. Probably wrong again, but I'm gonna say McFoley.
No, I'm sorry, it was not Mick Foley. Josh, chance at a big reversal here to take the lead very late.
Bret Hart.
That is correct. It was Bret the Hitman Hart's return for the first time since Survivor Series, the Montreal Screwjob, in 1997. Okay, Josh takes a 2-1 lead here in the second fall. Clutch correct answer there. And you can really finish it off here in the second fall with a correct answer on this one as you get the first crack at the final question from January 4th, 2010. Let's head right into it.
The main event is called the main event for a reason, and on this night, TNA delivered as Kurt Angle would unsuccessfully challenge this man for the TNA World Title.
Against who? Who?
I am going to go with the phenomenal AJ Styles.
That is correct. Another correct answer for Josh, and Josh cements, stamp it, his win in the second fall here, which means no bonus prize for episode 2 of Wrestling Trivia Challenge. We will be going on to the finisher with both of our challengers here right after this to see who wins the whole game. We'll be right back.
Psst. Hey guys, it's Eric, interrupting again. Enjoying the show? If you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's head back for the finisher.
Alright, it's a tie Wrestling Trivia Challenge as we head into the third and final fall. The finisher here. It is white knuckle time. You guys ready for the question?
Sure am.
Alright, let's do it. Here is your finisher, possibly for all the marbles.
AEW will make history this August when it holds the biggest wrestling event at London's Wembley Stadium since SummerSlam 92. Prior to SummerSlam 92, 2 matches were taped for primetime wrestling, including a singles match for the September 21st episode, which saw this face-painted, relative newcomer score a win over Tito Santana.
And I'm just going to go alphabetically here, so we will go to Josh for his answer first for 10 points here.
This face-painted newcomer. Drawing a blank. I don't know.
All right, Kenny, can you cement a win here?
You gonna guess and say Sting?
No, that was not Sting. He didn't arrive in the WWE until 2015, or sorry, 2014, perhaps it was. The correct answer was Papa Shango would score the win. Face-painted relative newcomer in 1992. Nobody scores the correct answer there. But for total points, that means, Kenny, you are the winner of today's Wrestling Trivia Challenge. You will be going home with the blaster box of Mini Prism 2023 WWE trading cards. Unfortunately, Josh, you fell a bit short this evening, but put up a very, very good effort as you did make it to the final fall there. But hopefully you at least enjoyed yourself here.
Absolutely. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank
This
you for
was.
joining
Congratulations,
us.
Kenny.
Again, congratulations to Kenny on the victory. Hopefully everybody out there watching enjoyed this as well. And keep an eye out for episode 3 of Wrestling Trivia Challenge coming very soon. But for Josh and Kenny, I'm your host, Eric. And everybody have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, guys.